I'm Bob Carlson, and Unfictional is back with a new season telling original true stories that will grab you and keep you. True story radio movies that will stick in your head like a memory. Listen to Unfictional from KCRW on Apple Podcasts or wherever you get your podcasts.
In LA and in some, like I would say predominantly like some of the fashion circles. So for us, it's like more of a discipline and sort of an honoring of the people you're around.
That kind of practicality, though, really is an LA thing. And for me, and what we're talking about here with Patagonia or what you guys are doing, is that way of saying that practicality is its own style, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, I think so much of what we've come to believe, too, is just that if you're not practical about the item that you buy, that you go to work in, and that can serve a purpose in your personal life, you're just spending too much money. It's like, why don't you have an item that you can wear to work, that you can wear home, and you can wear on the weekend, you know? And so our utility chino is like an example of like an item that we think you can wear in all parts of your life. But it's taken so much time to get there. Like, I think we've made a lot of mistakes, and we're glad to own those mistakes, and we've got an amazing team behind us.
What do you think? What else besides
a lot of reinforcement on details, so it lasts just so much longer than the average organic t-shirt, and doing a number of other products that we're just really like thankful that Rand's kind of got the creative juices, and that we've been like a good team to balance out like, okay, let's just let it sit in the market for a little while and just like learn on how people use it in ways that we can improve it. So we've done this like keychain for a long time, and then we just are like, wait, why don't we put a bottle opener on the keychain, you know, and just to make fewer better products, you know. And I think it's just taken a lot of discipline on being content with what we call as like a uniform for a global citizen. You know, these products that we believe you can just put a level of like cost per wear to the bank, because you're not going to be on that fast fashion kind of like tornado of what it takes to keep up with something, and you're really going to be happy to see how it like really wears well over time.
We're talking discipline and style with the founders of Apple's Global Citizen, the brothers. Pardon, I can't stop saying that because it's just so much fun. It falls trippingly from the tongue. I have to ask you though, Rand, because I think, and we're making this maybe sound a little more proletarian than it is, because I think this stuff is incredibly fun to wear. You know I love your stuff. And I'm so often asked about that jacket. And part of this got to be, too, the stuff is as simple as it is. It's all pretty eye-catching. I mean, those pocket treatments, the flaps on the pocket, which is something that people don't do. You know, I mean, I
appreciate that, Elvis.
But you know what I'm talking about. Yeah. The idea of a pocket flap is kind of like almost counterintuitive to what people want design to be. They want you to be get your hands in and out of your pockets easily. But a flap actually helps keep stuff in your pockets.
It's kind of clutch, you know? Every once in a while. It comes in handy.
But talk about because that's such a great example of beauty and practicality to me.
Elvis, don't boost Rand's ego too much. I just want him to make more market bags. So,
well, I have market bags, thank you. I need clothes, but no, please, Shape, please tap down the flame of creativity. Make it more about...
Preach. He's been just pushing me into my cave, you know, just like...
Come out.
Like, every once in a while, throw me like a little cookie.
Come out to the sunlight. We're not all living in Oregon.
Yeah.
We get sunlight in some parts of the world.
I appreciate that. Yeah, design is, you know... I think for me is just, it is very utilitarian. So it's, you know, trying to take, like, I think our vision for the chore jacket, for example, was taking this like heritage block, you know, original sort of pattern based on the old like workwear jackets, which have like the traditional, you know, raglan cut, triple needle construction, but then to have it actually work off more of like a tailoring sort of update with
the higher armholes.
Yeah, the higher armholes, and then the club collar, and then to like do like half of it, most of it like this hidden placket, and trying to almost like give an option that can be dressed down or dressed up, where it fits like you can wear it as a supplement to a blazer, but then you can also wear it like a weekend wear with, you know, your sneakers on and headed to the market. So I think it's very intentional. It maybe comes across like, and maybe that's why it has been so successful, is it's just this kind of like in-between item that can sit in a lot of different environments, which I think is like the sort of signature of today of like, you know, your everyday wear is like transitioning from a work meeting to, meeting up with friends or play. And it's kind of like that ability to have that versatility is, I think, why those questions we ask when we're in kind of like the fundamental like design start of a new product.
It's funny though, because you'd mentioned those places, but I think what people, I know when I get asked about the piece of yours I'm wearing, and people find out how long I've had them, they go, oh, so you can actually have a piece you can wear for a few years, which again is almost antithetical to what fashion is that you have something for a season and then you put it away because you have it the next year. Somebody's going to go, oh, that's so 2017. You still have that thing? These are, you almost, the company is kind of at cross purposes with what fashion is, which means to some extent you guys are fighting the tide a little bit, aren't you?
Definitely. Yeah, I think that sort of seasonless sort of items that you really are really premeditated to last, a decade, is really a whole nother challenge on the design side. But it's also, steered us in some really interesting directions. Like Shea's, I don't know if you know the real story of how we made the market bag. I'm going to put a little feather in my cap.
Go. Yes, but, please. Let's let your head get a little bit bigger.
And this is kind of, it's really transitioned like how we think about things. And it's kind of served two purposes where I feel like it has, it's a different market than where we started, but it's kind of itched the scratch to be in like other types of hospitality groups or market halls or design shops that are outside of traditional fashion, which has been really exciting for us. But originally, I had this idea to make this kind of next-gen farmer's market bag, and Shea was really not interested in it.